Electroga's beach hip opening workout. This is a great sequence that I love doing that also explains the subtle differences between Warrior 1, Warrior 2, and crescent pose. So let's get started. We're gonna start in child's pose, just bringing your big toes together, your knees wide apart, a little bit wider than your hips. Get your sit bones nice and comfortable onto your heels, and just reach your arms forward and relax down. Just bringing your forehead to the mat. If your forehead doesn't quite reach the mat, you can always place a block right here and just rest your head on it. Just let your shoulders wrap down towards your ears and just start focusing on your breath. So deep inhales and exhales. And maybe actually breathing a little more into your low belly. This is gonna help create some space in your low back. So just breathing into your low belly will help out with that a lot. Just stay here for a few more breaths. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. And then just start to crawl your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Spread your fingertips apart wide. And then come up onto your hands and knees. So to make sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders, your knees right underneath your hips. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow that really help to juice up your spine a little bit. So we'll inhale, pull your heart forward, tailbone scoops up, but you want to keep your navel pulled in towards your spine so you're not hanging down and sagging. And then exhale, round. Inhale, into cow pose. Exhale, round. Really push into the heels of your hands to round up as much as you can on that exhale. Just take a few more rounds. Make sure you're moving with your breath. And then we'll come back to neutral. You're gonna step one foot back, press through the back of that heel, engage your core and your tailbone down towards your heel. You're gonna add your right foot coming into plank pose. And then we'll slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Hands by your low ribs, taking a nice gentle back bend. Tops of the feet press into the mat, lifting your kneecaps. Heart pulls forward, cobra pose, and then make your way back to down dog. Take a few breaths here, pushing your heels in towards the floor, low ribs pulling in towards your spine, outer upper arms rotating down. And then take your gaze forward, bring your right foot forward and your left foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the side and up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Then inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, keeping your legs active, lifting your kneecaps as you inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Keep those kneecaps lifted. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, navel in towards your spine, shoulders pull back away from your ears. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back to plank. Just move through a vinyasa, so lower to chaturanga halfway. Inhale, into up dog if you're ready. If not, take cobra. Take it back to down dog. Take a few breaths here. It's nice to pedal your feet out a little bit if you'd like. Just stretch into your hips. Reach your heels back down. Inhale, look forward. This time take your left foot forward. Then your right. Inhale, flat back. Maybe your fingertips are at your shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more round of that Surya Namaskara A, Sun Salutation A. Fold it forward. Flat back. Plant your hands. You can always modify on your chaturanga, so you can come onto your knees as you lower. Inhale into your back bend. And exhale, back to down dog. A few more breaths here. Again, making sure your outer upper arms are rotating away from your ears. Weight in your heels, try to relax your jaw, relax your head. Inhale, look forward. Just step it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, Coming all the way up, hands to heart. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, so sitting down nice and low. Exhale, reach it forward as you fold. Flat back on the inhale and exhale. Plant your hands, step it back to plank. Again, moving through your vinyasa. And back to down dog. So bring that right foot between your hands, left foot spins on the ground, and we inhale up to warrior one. Just pulling that right hip back, sinking in a little bit deeper. Just letting this left hip kind of open up a little bit as you press into the outer edge of your left foot. And then exhale, take your hands down. Move through your vinyasa. You can always skip this and just take down dog if you'd like. And we'll take that on the left side. So right foot spins down, inhale up, warrior one. Sit nice and deep. Outer edge of that back right foot presses into the ground. And exhale, take it down. Right foot comes between your hands. And inhale up, warrior one. Then we're gonna open it up to warrior two. So you see my left hip starts to open up a little bit more, creating some space right here. You wanna walk your right foot over just a tiny bit. And maybe some more distance between your feet, just a little bit. Just holding it here. Just allowing your hips just to gently open up. This right knee pressing back behind you. And your pelvis moving towards the front left corner of your mat. Take a few breaths here. You can take 5, 10, however long you want. Then when you're ready, just cartwheel your hands back down. And to the left. So warrior one is first. Just have a slight opening of that right hip, and then we open up to warrior two. The hip opens a little more. Roll this outer thigh back as you push in the outer edge of that back right foot. Sink it down. Soften into that left hip, and then take it back down. Again, another variation for chaturanga, just modified. Right foot comes forward. Again, warrior one, warrior two. And then here's where the fun begins in learning the difference between crescent, warrior one, warrior two, and warrior three. So we're gonna take our left hand, spin it forward. So come on the ball of that back left foot. Your hips are squared off and neutral. And then we're gonna push it up to warrior three. So you lift that left leg, hips are still neutral and squared off to the ground. And you're gonna lower slowly back down to crescent pose. As you come up, exhale, hands come to your heart. And warrior one, so all that happens is that back left foot just comes down onto the floor. The hip opens up a tiny bit. And then we open up our hips even more. Warrior two. So we'll do that 2 or 3 times. So come back to crescent. We're just working our left hip here. Come to warrior three. Flex through that back left heel, and then lower down back to crescent. Warrior one, the back foot spins, so just opening that hip up. Warrior two, a little bit wider. Again, left hand forward, turn on the back of that foot, hips square off. Come up into warrior three. And then back to crescent. Hands to heart, warrior one. And open it back up, warrior two. Hold warrior two just for a few breaths. Keep that hip opening up. And then we'll take it back through a vinyasa. And we'll repeat that on the left side. You can repeat that sequence as many times as you'd like. Just continuing to work through your hips, feeling them open up. So warrior two. Just hold it for a few breaths to get it nice and open. And then we'll take it to crescent. So right hand comes forward, you turn on the ball of the back right foot, squeeze your inner thighs in, take it forward, up to warrior three. And then bend the knee, come back to crescent pose. Hands come to your heart, your back foot just spins on the floor, warrior one. Open it wide, warrior two. Again, back to crescent, spin on the ball of the foot. Take your way up to warrior 3. Maybe challenging yourself and holding each pose for a few extra breaths. So yoga is all about making each sequence and each pose yours, what your body needs. So make sure you're listening to that. Even when you get into a really uncomfortable position in a pose where you think you can't hold it any longer, maybe take it a few more breaths and challenge yourself. Warrior 2, another time. Up to warrior 3. Also working our glutes here. Back to crescent pose. Hands come to warrior 1 as that right hip slightly opens. And you get a nice stretch as you open all the way to warrior 2. And then take it down. Move through your vinyasa. And back to down dog. I like to take at least 5 breaths here in my final down dog as a kind of a cool down. And you can do that sequence as many times as you want. Sometimes I like to do 3 on each side, and then I'll do 3 on each side again. If I'm feeling like I need a little bit more, I'll maybe do 5, sometimes 8 on each side. It's also a really good workout for your legs and your core. Whenever you've had 5 breaths here, just come back to right where we started in child's pose, big toes together. Sink it back down and relax. Let your shoulders just rock down to the floor. Maybe take your hips side to side. And then just crawl your fingertips over to the left. Just taking your right rib over your left leg. You just want to reach to that right hand and take your right sit bone back down towards your right heel. Stretch that right side of your body. And then coming over to the center. And now to the right side. So my left rib goes over towards my right thigh. And then I reach with my left fingertips as I push my left sit bone back down towards my heel. And just relax your head. Then take it back to center. You can stay in child's pose for as long as you like. And whenever you're ready, just slowly roll yourself up. Let your head be the very last thing to come up. Well, I hope that video helps to show you the differences between crescent, warrior 3, warrior 1, warrior 2, and helps you feel a little bit more open in your hips and relaxed. So thanks so much for watching, and make sure to check out some more tips and tricks and also some workout videos at electroga.com.